I hate when I get a cough right as I'm starting the show. Damn. Hi, guys. Welcome to Monkey in the Morning. I'm your host, the Ranting Monkey. Hope you're well. Hope everybody's having a great day out there. How are you? How are you? It was Friday, right? TGIF and all that. It's now Saturday. I know it's not. I promise I'm not Fettermaning here. I know, but this is our Saturday show. So welcome to Saturday. Hope you guys have a great one. Go out there and enjoy it, unless you don't have one of those banker hour jobs, in which case you're probably working anyway. So just tune into the show and make your day go quicker. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a lot to talk about. All right, I'm lying to you about that. We have stuff to talk about. I'm not sure how much it'll be. We'll see. We'll see how much we actually get through. We got to start with Mr. Fetterman. Our giant Ferengi lurch. He's got some issues, you guys. We were told, yesterday that he went to the hospital for depression, and that he checked himself in voluntarily, and it comes out today that he'll probably be in there for treatment for weeks. And I want to be clear up front before we get into the jokes and all of that. The way that they're presenting it is that he's just kind of depressed, and he went in there because he was not eating enough, and that led to the dizzy spell the other day. He's just not eating because of depression. You don't go into treatment like that. You don't go into multiple week treatment because you're not eating enough. The guy's probably suicidal, and I hope the best for him. I absolutely do. I hope that whatever the issue is, they get it taken care of. Now, there's another conspiracy that he's actually had another episode, and that this is cover. I mean, it is possible, maybe, but I mean, I can believe with everything he's been through that he's depressed. He's not who he once was, and he probably won't be again, because they didn't let this man go get his best chance of recovery, and they stuck him back out there and made him run for this seat that they probably could have got a better candidate for, if we're being honest. And they tried to play it off, oh, he just has problems hearing. No. Remember during the debate, oh, he's got problems hearing, so we're going to have a closed caption system for him. That'll take care of the whole problem. But it didn't. Motherfucker can't speak. That's a wonderful slip right there. I'm saying the motherfucker can't speak, and I screw up. Well done, monkey. But yeah, I mean, he's not all there, and he hasn't been. Hello, goodbye. Exactly, Fritz. Hello, I'd like to say hello, goodbye. The guy doesn't know where he is, and they put him up there, and he wins, which is Jesus Christ, Pennsylvania. Jesus, what the hell were you doing? I get the whole team sport thing, okay? I get it. I'm not on that when it comes to politics, because I think there's more important things than my team versus your team. But I understand it. How in the ever-loving fuck do you take that to the point, though, where you're hiring a guy who literally can't even tell what he's talking about? The guy, every time his mouth went to, blue, potato. And he gets elected. And good job. Here's the thing. He's had a major stroke, and now he's in the hospital for depression. And maybe it's time for him to step down. No. It is absolutely time for him to step down. It is time for that. Look, depression shouldn't cost you your job, but it's not just depression with this guy. The dude isn't there. Speech aphasia is a motherfucker. I still have episodes years later after my stroke. And Sean, I understand that, but it's not just that with him. If you watched it, he didn't know where he was. Just pay attention to the way he speaks. And granted, we did not get a whole lot of stuff of him during the campaign because they hid the fuck out of him, which understandably so. They knew what he was like when you got to talk to him for more than 10 seconds. And they hid him because every time that he got to speak, it just made him look horrible. He'd make a perfect Biden. He'd make a perfect Biden VP. I can speak. I promise you guys, I can speak. I mean, he's right up there with Biden at this point. Both of them need to just go. This guy should not be a senator. He's not capable. Frankly, the people who pushed him to keep going should feel fucking horrible about themselves. They should be shamed constantly. It's the same thing we saw with Biden. You guys are taking these people who should be resting, whether it's Biden, who's just an old man, or Fetterman, who had a major fucking stroke. They should be resting. And you guys are so into your goddamn team spirits or team sports that you're like, no, our retard has got this. He'll be great in the job. They probably made it so this man will never recover. And I see what Sean was saying earlier. I mean, some of this stuff doesn't go away anyway, but the only way to have a choice, the only way to have a chance is to actually go rest after this. All the doctors will tell you this, and I guarantee you they were telling him that behind the scenes. And out in public, they're like, hey, yeah, no, it was fine. Real quick, let me get this. Lion Patriot, thank you so very much. In the not Harry Potter game, I love to kill spiders. Have you seen a dragon steal a crow in the game? Have you seen a dragon steal a cow in the game? I have not. I'll have to keep an eye out for that. Thank you so much, Lion Patriot, for that donation. I really do appreciate it. These guys, let your team sports go. All right. Do what's best. Oz may have been a shitty candidate, okay? You may have hated him. You could have voted for somebody else. And I understand. I understand that would have meant that Oz was going to win if you voted green or wrote in a candidate or libertarian or whatever else. But how do you vote for somebody who's not there? I don't get it. Having a stroke doesn't make you a bad person, and lots of people recover completely. He's not. And part of that, when you go on a campaign like this, it's not as easy as people think. You don't get any fucking sleep. And you have to memorize these fucking talking points and make sure you get your speeches right. And it might sound like an easy thing. And if you only had to do it for a week, sure. But they do this for months on end. You ever see somebody at the beginning of a campaign? You want to see something seriously? Go look at Bill Clinton as governor of Arkansas in 1992. Or sorry, 92, right? Is when he gets elected. Yeah, so 92. Look at him. Probably you'd have to see 91 because the campaign would start at the end of 91, going into 92 for the election in November of 92. Look at him in 91, and then look at him in his inauguration. He ages like 10 years easy. I was going to say 15, but it's hard to judge 15. Same thing with Barack Obama. When Barack runs, he's a young, healthy-looking black man. By the time he gets elected, motherfucker looks like he's his dad. He's gained 10, 20 years because they just get no fucking sleep. And you know what's really bad for somebody who's had major brain trauma? No sleep. And now he's depressed, which I understand. Trust me, I understand. Trust me, I don't have the same kind of issue as him. But going from being what you were to what you are now because of some medical thing that you had no goddamn control over, that you did nothing wrong, but it happened. Let me tell you, that'll fuck your brain up. And his is already messed up, but that'll fuck your brain up. Snubber, thank you. Speaking of depression, really tired of Hogwarts crap. More are being harassed, and at this point, it's unironically the majority of the trans community repeating Columbine propaganda with equating violence by playing games. Jesus Christ. Are they really doing that shit? I guess you're right. They have been because, you're going to make trans people kill themselves. Yeah, you're right. Thank you so much. That's a very, very generous donation. I appreciate it. Yeah, you're not wrong. And I haven't been talking about it on the show too much, but after the show, pretty much every day, Jax had to hear me bitch about that because, yeah, it's nonsense. And they're actually harassing people. They even tell you we're harassing people. They're proud of it, and it's okay. Told Lady Monkey the other day, I'm like, the platforms aren't doing anything about it. Nothing. They're allowing this. Under any other circumstance, any other situation, you put Take out the Hogwarts game. Plug in anything else except for being a white cis het male. Anything else, and it's like that would be bullying, and you get kicked off the platform. But now, since it's J.K. Rowling said that she believes in biology, it's okay. It's all right. Anyhow, thank you for that. To the Fetterman thing, there's not much more to say other than I hope he gets treatment. I really do. And I hope he considers stepping down because he doesn't need this. He doesn't. Doesn't he come from a rich family? He doesn't have to be a senator. It's not like he's got some grand plan that nobody else has ever heard of. It's not like he was out there pushing some agenda that would change the world. Just let the guy go rest. I really hope it happens. I don't hate this man on a personal level. I disagree with his politics, but let the man go rest for fuck's sake. You're gonna kill him. You really are with your stupid ass tribal bullshit. Good job. Did Monkey not stream last night due to mourning the loss of Susan? No, we had a major snowstorm here yesterday, and all three of my internets decided they weren't fucking working. Now, the two satellites, I understand, because it was the sky was thick with clouds. Snow was blowing everywhere, close to blizzard conditions. So I get the satellites not working, but for some reason, the fucking AT&T wasn't working very well either. So I went over onto the Sunshine stream with Jack last night. What time did we do that? Maybe close to midnight, I think. Somewhere 1 o'clock. I forget. But yeah, we did a show last night. It was just a Sunshine stream over on Jack's channel. I put a notice on my the community notes that I can do on YouTube. I did one of those, and we tweeted it out. We tried to get people to come hang out. But if you want to see it, go check it out. It's on is it the Mr. Jack channel? He's got so many channels, I can never remember which one. I think it's the Mr. Jack channel or the Mr. Awesome channel. I forget. Somebody in chat help me out here. I don't remember. But yeah, I was over there last night. All right, let's see. Oh, God, Fox News. Shit. Did you guys see all this blowing up? Oh, my God. It's such nonsense. Okay. Fox News is being sued by Dominion voting machines. You guys didn't know that? Could you get a fucking muffler, dude? Did you guys hear that? That is nowhere near my house. Good God. Check Rumble. Oh, sorry about that, man. Hoy, y'all. Happy cow milked while flying in an airplane day. It is real. Look up Elm Farm Ollie if you're interested in this day's history. Thank you so much, tall person. I appreciate it. And sorry, I was over here at the beginning of the show and I switched back over and forgot. I'm trying to watch both of them. I'm not very good at it. But anyway, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Fox News is being sued by the Dominion voting machines for suggesting that Dominion voting machines might have had votes flipped or votes taken out, and they weren't even involved in the actual area. Whatever. I don't know any about it, and I'm trying to be very careful because we're on YouTube, and God knows what sets them off these days. But Fox is being sued for it. Well, Dominion had a filing yesterday or today. I forget which. I want to say yesterday. And in it, they released some communications between Fox people on election night, where the Fox folks, apparently, this is Hannity, Laura Ingraham, and Tucker Carlson talking to each other. They were getting upset with people on Fox News who were either on the channel or tweeting about the election, because Donald Trump came out with some tweet where he's like, yeah, there was some bad stuff going on. And this one chick from Fox News, a minor person at Fox News, tweeted out that, hey, there's nothing to actually see here. We don't have any evidence of this. And apparently Tucker Carlson was like, oh, we need to get that bitch fired. I forgot to open up the story. I really should see if I can find one. Dude, I'm sure it's all over the front page of Google because they love to talk any shit. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. This is the article I read, I think. Yep, this is the Oliver Darcy one. I also read one by Brian Stelter. He wrote for The Atlantic. Was it The Atlantic? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was for The Atlantic. On this case. Get this shit off my screen. One of these days, I'm going to listen to you guys and get a fucking ad blocker. But let's see. Can I keep that open now without it showing up on the screen? Let's see. Present. Hang on, guys. I'm doing my producer role for just a moment. This one. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so Fox News has been exposed as a dishonest organization terrified of its own audience. Dun, dun, dun. This is coming from CNN. We'll get back to that in a minute because there's some stuff to talk about with this coming from CNN, especially Oliver Darcy. Oliver Darcy used to, he worked not really for Brian Stelter, but they put him with Brian Stelter on reliable sources on a regular basis. He did help write things like the Reliable Sources newsletter. And anyway, just a little context of who Oliver Darcy is. He's kind of a shitbag, if I'm being honest. And I'm always being honest. How do I get that? Why is that giant fucking ad? CNN, you should not have an ad so big you can't read half the screen, okay? A quarter is too much, for fuck's sake. Anyhow, a trove of newly released text messages and emails have laid bare how the right-wing media giant operated with little regard for fact in the weeks and months following the 2020 presidential election. The correspondence reveals that the network's senior-most executive and highest-profile host chose not to disclose what they believed to be the truth of the election out of fear that the facts would alienate Fox News audiences and throw the highly profitable business into ruin. Jesus fucking Christ. One, at least he has 2 sentences, but that probably should have been at least 4. Just telling you that, Oliver. I know you're a professional journalist, but little help there for you. I love how hyperbolic it is. I'm pretty sure they'll have the messages in here. Like I said, I read several of these today, so I'm not positive that this has the messages. But basically, Fox News was like, we need to keep our audience happy. Is that a great thing for a news organization? Not really, because you want a news organization to be honest. That said, CNN just fired a whole bunch of their major news people, demoted several others. Don Lemon's over on a day show now, pissing off 40-year-old women. You have Chris Cuomo gone. You have Brian Stelter gone. You had several other contributors, not people who had their own main shows, but all of these people fired. You had the owner, well, the CEO saying, look, you guys need to concentrate more on XYZ rather than Trump. So CNN, to get an audience, redid how they do things. If they believed that their old stuff was actually true, then they're now lying for an audience. But hang on, because they're gonna get Fox News for this. Sources of this story were Krasenstein and Oliver Darcy. Oh, the Krasensteins. Every time I see him tweet. Every time I see him tweet, I try to remind people that those little fuckers are con artists that had to almost give back $500,000 to the government because they were ripping off old people. And if they hadn't, they would have ended up in prison. All right. But despite privately acknowledging the reality of the situation, the network allowed the lies to take hold on its air in large part because executives and hosts were terrified that telling its sizable audience the truth would prompt them to tune out. After the election, and incensed Trump had attacked Fox News and encouraged his followers to switch to Newsmax, a smaller right-wing talk channel that was saturating its airwaves with an election denialism. Trump was enraged that Fox News was the first network to call the critical swing state of Arizona for now President Joe Biden. And he couldn't stand that the network rightfully declared Biden as the winner of the presidential contest. Well, which is it? Did they call it? Never mind. Did they ignore their audience and do all this shit? Called it before everybody else. But not. They were just, never mind. This is a nothing burger. I just want to throw this out there. This is a nothing burger. We've been warning you about Fox News for a while. It's not like they are the most honest news source you can find. They're closer to honest than a lot of people. CNN. Sorry, little truth stuck in my throat. In the days and weeks after the presidential contest had been called, Fox News audience listened to Trump and rebelled against the channel. Fox News shed a chunk of its audience while Newsmax gained significant viewership. Do you notice? You know what's missing from this article? You know what's missing? The actual numbers. You see, you would think that would be important here. You think that they would be like, no, still owned by Murdoch? Yes, it is still owned by Murdoch. Reportedly, he was one of the people who had a problem with the way things were going. So that when they say executives, it includes Rupert Murdoch. Oh, here we go. Rupert Murdoch, the Fox corporate chairman, emailed Susan Scott, the Fox News chief executive, telling her that Newsmax needed to be watched. Murdoch said that he didn't want to antagonize Trump further and stressed to her everything at stake here. How come they never give the full quotes? Why do they never give the full quotes? You think that's an accident, or do you think it's on purpose so that they can weave you a story without giving you full context? Because I got to be honest here. I think it's the latter. If I'm just being perfectly honest with you people, which I try to do, whether I upset you or not, I'm not Fox or CNN. If I'm just being honest, seems kind of deceptive. The messages underscore that Fox News did not live up to the basic journalistic principle that news organizations are. Sorry, I'm going to laugh because this is somebody from CNN writing this. Hang on. I got a deep breath. All right, try that again. The messages underscore that Fox News did not live up to the basic journalistic principle. Horse-paced. That news organizations are supposed to deliver the news to viewers without fear or favor. Horse-paced. Instead, the right-wing talk channel engineered its, I love that, the right-wing talk channel, not news channel, talk channel. Right-wing talk channel engineered its coverage to appeal to its audience, which was actively being lied to by Trump and his campaign surrogates. Our viewers are good people and they believe the election fraud claims, Tucker Carlson acknowledged in one message to Laura Ingraham. It is weird to me. Apparently, Laura Ingraham, Sean Hannity, and Tucker Carlson kind of have like a family text group. Do you guys do that with your family? We have a family text, and that it just sounds like that's what it was. The three of them are, I guess. A week after the election had been called, Sean Hannity told Carlson and Ingraham, in 1 week and one debate, they destroyed a brand that took 25 years to build, and the damage is incalculable. It's vandalism, Carlson responded. Hannity then discussed the damage a competitor could really do to Fox News, describing it as a potential serious problem that could happen, Carlson replied. What could happen? All you gave us. See, I fucking hate the news. This is why I tell you guys about these dirty little sons of bitches. You could have just given us all that. You could have just put it all in there. And instead, Hannity discussed the damage it can. Well, what did he say? Anyhow, the hosts were so alarmed by Newsmax's rise that they were enraged when their colleague, White House correspondent Jackie, I hate how she spells her name, Jackie Henrich, tweeted a mere fact check of Trump's election lies. Please get her fired, Carlson told Hannity. Seriously, what the fuck? I'm actually shocked. It needs to stop immediately, like tonight. It's measurably hurting the company. The stock price is down, not a joke. Hannity said he'd already talking to Hannity said he had already spoken to Scott about the matter. He then proceeded to criticize two of his other colleagues, Fox News host Neil Cavuto and then Fox News anchor Chris Wallace, both of whom were critical of Trump. I'm 3 strikes, Hannity said. Wallace shit debate, election night, a disaster. Now this bullshit. Nope, not going to fly. Did I mention Cavuto? All right. I'll leave this in the chat for you guys if you want to read it on your own, but it just goes on. This is what I'm talking about. It's nothing here, but they want to treat it like, oh my God, they wanted their audience to be happy. Look, I would prefer that news folks just tell the truth. Okay. But there is a difference between being like, hey, we shouldn't be actively out here going against Trump, purposefully trying to piss him off more, and saying, hey, we should fake the news. Those are different. Yes, you can have lies by omission. And I mean, Jesus fucking Christ, if you're talking about CNN, they got no fucking room to talk there. But what's bothering me about this story, and yes, fuck Fox News if they were purposefully hiding shit from their, toning shit down for their viewers. That's not what news should do, and fuck them for doing that. So get that out of the way before anybody, it's because it's Fox. No, fuck them for doing it. But all these other news organizations who are doing it, these little pots out there pointing at the kettle, are you serious? Do I even have to say the word Covington? Do I have to say that out loud? Sounds like YouTube's new CEO, Neil Mahan, has been behind a lot of YouTube's more shit decisions in recent years. Think he'll be worse than Susan? I don't know. We talked about it briefly last night. I don't know if he's going to, or how it's going to turn out with him. But anyway, yeah, they're mad at Fox News for being, well, like them. CNN, I just want to remind y'all, CNN actually gave the debate questions to Hillary for a presidential debate against Bernie Sanders. It was CNN that did that. Yeah. The Russia conspiracy, yes. Again, the horse paste, I mentioned that earlier. They went after Joe Rogan. Oh my God, he said to eat the horse paste. And they eventually have, what's his name? Is it Gupta? The head COVID doctor from over there on CNN on Joe Rogan's show. And he's like, dude, what the fuck? And he even says when he's on Joe Rogan, like, yeah, that's if they're saying that. I mean, I have never heard him say it. No. Oh, well, closer to the truth, they gave him to Donna Brazil. No, Donna Brazil worked for CNN at the time, and that was passed on from her. But anyway, he gets on there with Joe Rogan. He's like, yeah, it's wrong. If they're saying it's horse paste, they're wrong. And then the motherfucker goes back. To CNN, and within a day, he's up there repeating the horse paste bullshit. That's CNN. And you have the nerve to point at Fox News because they're like, hey, let's play this down a little bit. They didn't say let's lie to our audience. They said let's downplay this shit because we're just pissing off people who should be hanging out with us. Is it a good way to do this? No. That's not how news should be done. News should be actually fair and balanced. It should be, hey, this is the way things are. You don't like it? Sorry, I didn't do it. I'm just telling you about it. And so I'm not excusing Fox News for this. It's just the balls on all these other people out there trying to pretend that they aren't worse than this. Anyhow. So, speaking of fair and balanced, Jesus Christ, this fucking woman. All right. Drama alert. Just letting you know, this is just drama related. It's nothing except for my fascination with people who shoot themselves in the foot. So if that's not your cup of tea, go grab a cup of tea and come back in about 5-10 minutes. Don't forget, if you're over here on the Rumble, make sure you hit that thumbs up, guys. And hang on, let me switch over here. And if you're over here on the YouTubes, hit that like button. Tell your friends, your family that bitch you hate, get them over here watching. And if you can, please consider dropping a donation. Links at the top of the chat. You can donate to Jack or myself. Even though Jack's not here right now, you can still donate to the gentleman. And please support the show if you are so inclined. Now, with the shill out of the way, sorry, got to pay the bills, ladies and gentlemen. I can't get a golden EIB microphone yet. I'm raising funds for my golden EIB microphone. Can I use EIB? Is that trademarked? Is Rush going to come back from the grave and kill me? Sue my ass for the excellence in broadcasting. Y'all know what the golden EIB microphone is? I'm not the only one here who listened to Rush Limbaugh, right? Some of you guys know who he is. I'm acting like he's some guy nobody's ever heard of. I amuse myself, all right? All right, so Fair and Balanced, she's still making her documentary. It's, supposed to be the documentary on Miss Eliza Blue, but it seems to be turning more into a documentary about sex trafficking. And if you go over to her channel on Rumble, you can see an 8-minute premiere of a preview of the video. She's been working on it for a long time, you guys. Long time. If you remember, it was supposed to be out like a month ago. And more stuff just kept coming out, so she couldn't. Well, Divinity Said today posted a video calling out Miss Fair and Balanced because, well, basically her documentary, that 8-minute thing that she put out, I don't want to call it plagiarism, but it's probably as close to plagiarism as you can get without actually just copying word for word. She took a documentary that was made in 2011. She's just using the video from it, and in some cases not even changing it up a little bit, and presenting it as her own work. It's pretty fucking blatant. Let me see. Do I have that up? I think I can find it real fast. Yeah, it's pretty fucking bad. Let me see. History. There we go. Na 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 na. Yeah, the name of the video from Miss Divinity. I'm going to throw the link in the chat for you guys because we're not going to watch the whole thing. But if you want to see the whole thing, it's right here. Go give Divinity a watch. I'm not supporting Divinity. I don't know Divinity, but in this case, I'm going to be using her work a little bit. So please, if you can, watch the whole thing over there. Now, let's bring this over here so I can actually see it. Bring this back over here where it belongs. Sorry, guys. Every so often, I have to do producer work. And when I do, what the hell is that? Oh, I know what that is. Never mind. All right. I guess we can pick any part in here, but we want to look for a spot that says knock off. There we go. We'll just start at this place where it says knock off. Got to turn my volume down on my computer because it's blasting my ears out. Buffering. If it's buffering, there's not much I can do about it. Why is it buffering? All right. Are we better now? So his internet is better tonight. You know what, Jeff? Can you guys hear me? My internet is better tonight, but my internet always sucks. So several people are saying fine for them. Fair enough. All right. I refreshed the Wi-Fi just to make sure. But anyway, so here's Divinity Said. This is her video on this. And this is her. The knockoff will be Fair and Balanced version. And then she'll show the original.
Tina runs Courtney's house, a home for young girls who were trafficked.
Ashley's step to get off the streets was here, a place called Courtney's House, run by a courageous woman named Tina Front.
You don't watch another one?
Tina does it because she knows the life and the streets all too well. She was trafficked for 1.5 years at the age of 15 by a pimp who lured her in, telling her he loved her.
When Tina was 13, she met a man at a corner store. He offered her more than candy.
I had an argument with my parents, so I told them I wanted to leave home. And ding ding.
Yeah, that's enough. She literally steals the video from there and just redoes the voiceover. And I mean, I guess that's a way to do it. I'm not sure you can quite, I suppose you can say that's transformative, but kind of dirty. Why is it taking you so long to just rewrite the script they already have for you? It's not that hard. Just change a couple of words around and call it good. It's bad. If you go and look at it, it's even worse. Some of the examples in there, I mean, wow. But anyhow, I wish her all the best with her plagiarized documentary. Faran is a plagiarist. I don't know that I could go so far as plagiarist, but she's real close. Eliza Blue stole a document. No. This was supposed to be about Eliza Blue. That's what she kept hyping up. And then she's like, look over here. Because she missed her window to get in on the big Eliza Blue stuff as she was trying to make the definitive documentary on her. All the colors are back to normal in chat. Kind of sucks. What do you mean? Were they screwed up? I'm not sure what you mean there. Super easy, barely an inconvenience. Yes, exactly. Close enough to take him to court for plagiarism? Yeah, I think it is, honestly. It's bad, very bad. There's several instances. I think Divinity shows 5 or 6 examples of it. Chat names were different colors for a bit. On YouTube? Over on the Rumble, they're still different colors. I don't remember them being that way on YouTube at all. Huh. Maybe I wasn't paying attention. Anyhow, if you want the different colors, you can watch on Rumble. There's 30 folks over there watching. You can go over there and join the chat and say hello. That was weird. Why would you say it like that? Don't say it like that. It's creepy and you'll creep people out. Y'all want to hear a weird one that I saw today? Oh, we got a couple of weird ones. That's a weird one. That's one that's going to piss me off. Chris Brown is really upset because people keep giving him shit about beating the ever-living fuck out of Rihanna back in the day. Yeah. Look, guys, can we give him a break? All he did was beat the shit out of a woman, leave her with a couple of black eyes and bruises all over her face. Can y'all let it go? Can you just let it go? Sargon won a lawsuit basically playing an entire video someone else made. Doesn't need much to be transformative. The difference there is that Sargon was actually, this is what the ruling was. He came very close to losing that case if you read it. But the saving grace for Sargon was that he was showing a different narrative. He was mocking them and their reaction throughout the night, where it was originally presented as a genuine, this is how we feel kind of thing. So it changed the tone, it changed the meaning of the video. In this, just retelling the same story with different words, a little bit different. That's not quite the same there. All right, so this is a story that I was kind of blown away by, to be honest. This is from PC Gamer. Indie dev files DMCA takedown against his own game as dispute with publisher continues. Okay. Where is, man, this new share system is, one of these days I'll get it better. By the way, PC Gamer, that is way too much ad space around your fucking thing. You got all of this ad space and you give them a little internal one too. Good God, how bad are your sales that you're having to do all of that? The Outbound Ghost is now completely gone from Steam. In December, Conrad Grindheim, I think as they said, of Conradical Games, defaced the Steam page for his latest release. What he did is he took down all the pictures and shit and put up stuff there saying, hey, don't buy this game on other platforms, because I'll throw the story in the chat. There's not a lot I really want to read from this. He gets a publisher, and he's published to Steam himself, basically. And he goes to this publisher to make it for Switch and Xbox and PlayStation. They're working on a mobile. Well, when it comes out for these other platforms, it doesn't work worth a shit. And he gets in a fight with the people, with his distributors, the producers. Distributor, I think, is actually the it's publisher. Digirati is the name of the publisher. And he's like, hey, you guys have made a shitty game. It's making me look bad because you guys didn't do the port very well. And they were like, yeah, we're getting patches out for it. The PS5 version, I think they said they had a patch on day one, and then they had another patch. The Nintendo one, according to this article, they're still basically waiting for the Nintendo Switch to approve their patch so that they can get it patched for people. And he decides that they shouldn't be putting his game out. Shouldn't be putting his game out. It's kind of fucked up because it's ruining his reputation. And they're like, dude, this is our job. Chill out. We're working on it. And he goes out there and he just rips them over and over repeatedly. And they're now suing him for defamation and breach of contract. He's not suing them back because lawsuits take a lot of money and they drag on forever. So instead, what he did is go to every place except the Epic Store. And I don't know why not the Epic Store, and DMCA'd his own game to get it taken down. That's a drastic measure that's not going to help his lawsuits. Okay, Native, thank you. YouTube put a paid sponsorship tag on the stream. Who the hell's paying me? I'll take it, but I do not have a paid sponsorship. I wonder, does that come up as the default setting now? I didn't change any of those settings. I've never set it to have paid sponsorship because I've never done a paid sponsorship. I've had some people approach me. I've had a couple recently. Nobody that I think I would actually do a sponsorship for. Otherwise, you guys would hear me shilling like a bitch. Frankly, I think most of the people who send a sponsorship thing like that to me would be like, oh, no, look, we watched your content and nah. Actually, that happened. A company that makes headphones, gamers headphones, reached out to me and they were like, hey, we want you to kind of check this out. I was like, oh, cool. Yeah, I mean, I'm willing to. I do a game channel. I do this channel. And then, I don't have anything marked for paid promotion or not. It was just blank. I can't believe they let that go forward. Huh. All right, I changed it. But anyway, I reached back out to him like, well, what kind of thing are you thinking about? And then the next email I got is like, we looked at your channel and that's really not what we're about. I'm like, yeah, I didn't think so. Just tell Fox they're your sponsors. Send a bill. Thank you, Okie Nate. I think Fox would be quite happy with some of the stuff I said about them too. At that rate, I might as well send a bill to CNN as well. Wait, you were offered a sponsorship? Yep. I get offered sponsorships from time to time. I watched a sponsored video and the guy had like 200 subs. It's not that you can't get it with a smaller sub count, it's content. Very few, how do I want to put this? Very few companies, especially these days, would be willing to throw their lot in with somebody like me. I need one of those razor companies. They would do it. Maybe an alcohol sponsor. They'd probably fuck it. People get drunk anyway. They say far worse shit than he does when they're drunk on our product. But yeah, it happens from time to time. Never had one that worked out though, so we'll see what happens. Let's see. I don't really care about this, but it's an update. Kathy Chung, President Biden's former executive assistant, has agreed to sit for an interview with the with the House Oversight Committee as part of its investigation into classified documents found at Biden's home and office. She's going to get up there and be like, I don't know how they got here. So that's pretty much it. AA might sponsor. I'd take their sponsorship. Why not? Well, this channel is what I'm about. Well, thank you, Lister Logic. Thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. Monkey got the cool purple, had orange the other night. Yeah, over here on Rumble, you get the colors, and I don't know if there's any way you can change it. Because like on Twitch, it's kind of random, but you can set it each time you go in there. So I'm not sure how it's working out on the Rumble right now. Don't care about this story. Moving along. Oh, just real quick back to the outbound ghost thing. It was funny to me that this guy decides to DMCA all of his games where they're at, because he's not helping himself at all. All he's doing is hurting the sales of his game. He got really mad that the publisher put his game in the Steam sale in December. Set on December 8th. So it's probably a little early for the Steam sale, but a December sale for the game. He didn't authorize a sale for his game. By the way, the kid looks like he's 10. He might want to get somebody with some business acumen involved, because he just seems very offended instead of actually looking at this in any kind of business way. And that happens with some people. Dixie says no color. You don't have any colors? I see purple. I mean, old guy said he has purple. I see pink for him. Are you on PC or on phone, Dixie? He needs an internet sponsor with internet. No shit, Jeff. I need like Spectrum. I don't know if they're the company around here. I just need a cable company to sponsor me and bring me the. Yeah, we'll bring it. I don't even want paid for it. Just bring the wire to my house and start charging me monthly. I'll be fine. And I'll do an ad for you every day for a month. There's a deal for you right there. That's actually not a bad deal. Moving along. I want to talk about that later. Did you guys see Undoom's video yesterday? We'll talk about that later. We already talked about Fetterman. Okay, so I think it was yesterday, maybe the day before, Matt Walsh released a video. I wonder if I can bring that up. Sorry, guys. I have to go back into producer mode. Let's see. We need Matt Walsh. I don't follow him, so I don't think I follow him. How long? Oh, I do follow him. Okay. Then it's Angry Monkey, I think, that doesn't follow him. My cousin. But he puts out this video, which caused some people to get a little angry, a little mad. And we're going to watch it and we can discuss it. Is this the right one? No. Hang on. That's him being rude, annoying to somebody else. Son of a bitch. God, he tweets more than I do. Is it? Oh, here it is. Now, this concerns a video that was going around a couple days ago. Did you guys see the video where the person gets up there and like, this is day 806 of being trans. I forget the exact date. And so this is the best I've ever seen. I could totally steal your husband, but I wouldn't do that. Did you guys see that one? I'm not going to pull that one up because I don't give a shit. But that was what's the word I'm looking for? Impetus for this. Sometimes I can actually come up with words I want to say. Not often. But that led to Matt Walsh. Make sure our volume is all the way up here. Okay. Doing this. Oh, Cryptic, thank you. I have Comcast 1 gigabyte for 140 a month, but only getting 300 megabytes. CenturyLink offering me 940 megabytes for 70 a month. I'm switching. Let's see how good it is. I would take that deal. And yes, Assassin of the Grey, she said I could steal your husband. I totally won't do that. It's duplicating my post. I'm not seeing duplicates, Dixie, so it's just doing it on your phone there. And yeah, we've heard about that issue before. I think it's a known issue that Rumble's working on. All right, so there was a setup. Here's the video from that.
Dylan, if that is the most attractive you will ever look, then I don't even want to imagine what you'll look like when you're at your ugliest. You do not pass as an attractive woman or as a woman at all. Even with 50 pounds of makeup and plastic surgery and clever lighting tricks, even then you still cannot escape what you really are and what you will always be. You have successfully shed whatever parts of you were masculine, perhaps, at least on the surface. Nobody would ever describe you as masculine or manly, so you've got that going. But your femininity quotient has not increased at a rate commensurate with the loss of your masculinity.
I mean, everything that he's saying here, and hopefully it's coming through because I can see that we're having a little bit of slowdown, but everything he's saying here is subjective. There may be people that look at the person he's talking about there and think that that's a pretty woman. Jesus, tell us how you really feel, man. Hang on, we're not done.
You may not be masculine, but you also aren't feminine. Instead, you are weird and artificial. You are manufactured and lifeless. You are unearthly and eerie. You are like some kind of human deep fake. That's what.
Before we go on, I just want to say, video's choppy, audio's perfect. That's what usually happens, and the video's not all that important. But he's being harsh here. I don't think he's being unreasonably harsh. My opinion, but we'll get to it. It's
what you are. You are a man deprived of all the best qualities of men, but without any of the best qualities of women. Even your personality is contrived. Everything about you is fake. Nothing about you rings true. Nobody buys the act. You'll never be accepted as a woman by anyone. Never by anyone. Even the people who pretend to accept you as a woman are only pretending because they're afraid of being lectured if they don't.
I want to pause there because I don't agree with that part. I think some of the people that do it are just being nice. I think some of them are actually indoctrinated in this stuff for whatever reason. But the idea that the only reason people are going along with it is they're afraid that they'll get dressed down or shamed. That's not true. Not true.
Or because they want to use you as a platform to virtue signal.
True.
But everyone who looks at you will see something pitiable and bizarre, something utterly unfeminine in every way. You will never be able to actually have the identity that you're trying to appropriate, nor will you ever be able to fully escape the identity that you're fleeing. The best you can hope for is some kind of limbo, the worst of all worlds. And yet, even in that limbo state, you will still be a man.
I mean, he's not wrong. Hey, Jack, how you doing, my friend?
Good. How you doing?
Let's not talk about that. Just enjoying the show so far.
Excellent.
We're watching. Did you see this video from Matt Walsh?
Oh my God, yes. I am so fucking tired of people whining about it.
Good. We'll talk about it in just a minute. I'm just letting the audience see what was said. That's the part we're on now, and then we were going to discuss.
Yeah, cool.
Just not one that any of us can respect or take seriously. But other than that, champ, you're doing great.
All right. It's harsh. I'm not going to lie. He doesn't pull any punches on that. He just straight out, yeah, you're still a man. You don't pass, which again, that is subjective. Frankly, I think she still looks like a man. Just with a lot of makeup on. You can throw a lot of makeup on a man and still looks like a man. Not saying that's a man because I don't want to get kicked off any platforms.
There's
But
lots of ugly
he does
people
go a
at
little
Walmart.
fair. He does go a little too hard on some points, like the point where he says that nobody actually thinks that you look like a woman. There are people who are that indoctrinated. Sorry, Matt, there just are.
Yeah.
Not everybody is going along with it because they're worried about getting kicked off YouTube. Okay. Not everybody's doing it because they're worried about being shamed. There are people, and this is part of the point that I'm going to get to. These are the people causing the problems. Now, Maggie here says, I got to get to the first. I was on the wrong tweet.
Oh.
She says, I will not apologize for starting the are we being too mean movement. I am a woman, and it is my nature to care about others. You can be truthful without being cruel. Tough love comes from a place of love, not disgust. You catch more flies with honey, etc., etc.
I'm sorry, ma'am. I stopped listening after I am a woman. Sorry. Too easy.
No, I hear you. Well, we've talked about this before. No, lesser logic. It's not that men have no empathy. It's that women have a ton of it. And this is one of those times where I tell you guys that women are the problem and it's men's fault for not standing up to them. Because it is in women's nature to be more like, who are they really hurting? Okay? Don't be so mean. Are there parts of Matt's thing where it's mean? That depends. He was just, what did he say that wasn't true? He didn't say, hey, you're an ugly fucker. He didn't say, you got big old man shoulders. He just laid out the truth. You will always be a man. You look like a man with makeup on. But these days, that truth is considered mean. And why? Because we have way too many people out there who are empathetic. We got to be empathetic. We can't. Truth has no meaning anymore. Literally to the point where trans women are women. No, they're not. And I'm not being mean to trans women out there. I understand that some of you, hashtag not all, are dealing with a severe mental problem that makes it so that, hey, this is the only way I can cope. Fair. But you'll never actually be a woman. And the idea that trans women are women, that is just anti-science. Period. End of story. There's no discussion to be had there. Unless you're lying. That's just the way it is. He didn't say anything there that was mean, but we're in a place in our society now, and it's actually how so much of the bullshit we're dealing with has gotten here. It's how we've gotten to political correctness. Political correctness took hold from people. Do you really need to tell the blonde jokes? Do you really need to tell Polish jokes? Do you really need to tell black jokes? You can tell white jokes. It's okay. As long as it's not a blonde woman, because apparently we're being too mean to them. We don't really need to do that. It hurts people's feelings. Well, those were just jokes. And from there, we got from, okay, you can't tell jokes to you can't speak reality. That's not a good thing. I blame Tipper Gore. There's a whole lot of people to blame. But the reason it took hold is all those well-meaning people, Jack. Those people who they're just we shouldn't make people feel bad about themselves. And who's most likely to say that kind of shit? Women. And pussy-ass men who are trying to get laid and don't have a fucking spine.
Women and beta males, yeah.
We shouldn't be being mean to people, Jack. That's not something to aspire to. But there's a difference between mean and truth. The problem is these days, truth is all seen as mean. Because telling the truth these days is being like, no, you're actually a guy. I was assigned that at birth. Yeah, because they looked at your dick and they went, yeah, that's a boy. Because it's how we tell boys and girls apart, you dumb son of a bitch. See, now that's mean. Calling somebody a dumb son of a bitch, that's mean. It might be true. You can have mean truth, Jack.
Yeah,
it's in the way you present it.
Yeah, absolutely.
But he didn't say anything in there that was mean. And a whole bunch of women on the side of Matt, in most cases when it comes to this stuff, like, oh my God, why are you being so mean? You're the problem. Anyhow. So, yeah, I just wanted to go ahead.
Thank you, Miss Swan. He looks like a man in a dress, still looks like a man. Looking like a man.
Reality is harsh sometimes. Absolutely. And again, it comes down to how you present it. I mean, you shouldn't be out there trying to be mean to people. That's fucked up. But there's a difference from, hey, you're a shithead, and hey, you're a man. Look, if it helps you, that's fine. But stop trying to push it on everybody else. Get it the fuck out of our schools. Stop having 12-year-olds get their titties cut off. Stop growing dicks on 16-year-olds on their arms so you can put a really weird thing between their legs and they can pretend they got a wiener as they have surgeries every couple of years to try to fix the horrible mutilation you did to them. If you're a grown-ass adult and you want to do it on your own, fine. And stop telling me, oh, my rights. Shut the fuck. What right don't you have? I don't have the right to go to the bathroom I want to go into. There's times I'd like to go in the women's room, Jack. Like that chick's about to take off her panties. I'd like to see.
Yeah, well, as much as people like to bitch and moan, you can't just do whatever you want. I mean, we live in a world of compromise in a lot of ways, because if you want to live around other people and like get goods and services from them, or just the safety of the collective, sometimes you have to make compromises. One of those is you can't force yourself on women. You can't murder people. You can't steal stuff. There's lots of rules. And one of those rules is, generally speaking, here's your bathroom. Use that one over there. Yep. That's the one we've all agreed on, that is for people that have the physical characteristics of you. So you have to go over there. And I'm sorry if you don't like that, but it's a societal thing.
Don't forget, the whole bathroom thing came up not because of trans people not being able to go to the bathroom they want in Target. It was in a school.
Yeah.
It was a girl who decided that she was a boy and she should be able to go pee in the bathroom with the boys. And they're like, she has a right. No, that's fucking retarded. But it'll make her feel bad. Really? To go peeing is that big of an issue for you? And now we have to have fucking tampon dispensers in men's bathrooms because sometimes men have vaginas. What the fuck are we doing?
Incremental creep?
Yeah, basically. Except for it's not even incremental anymore, man. That's just full on.
Yeah, well, it's a long way to get to diddling kids, let's be honest.
Rachel Maddow's dildo, thank you so much. To make women happy, repeal the 19th. We do not believe in repealing the 19th around here. We believe in amending the 19th so that women can still vote. It just doesn't count. Just
look, I get real frustrated with people that pull the like we live in a society thing. But if you don't want to live in civilization, go live out in the fucking woods like a hermit. Leave everybody alone and go do your manifesto out there. Until then, you're going to end up having to make compromises. Not everybody can have every single thing they fucking want. And at some point, there's going to be a line drawn, whether you like it or not, because people will force rules eventually. We've seen that time and time again in authoritarian places.
I want to believe you, Jack. I'm just not positive. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I just threw a link into chat. It is this link right here. We're not going to watch it, and it's not even because of my crappy internet, Jack. It's that this video's volume is so low. I don't think that we could talk soft enough that the people could turn up their volume and then us say anything without blowing their eardrums out. The meat of the matter is this mom gets up at this school board kind of meeting thing here and says she's really glad that there were LGBT books in her child's library because it made it really easy for her daughter to come out as pansexual at the age of 10.
Yeah, see, that's some
10.
That's some Moonchild by proxy shit right there.
I am not even sure how to process that. A 10-year-old, one, shouldn't even have any idea what pan is. And two, why are they sexual at all, you fucking weirdo? I mean, they're 10. They should be playing Barbies and jump rope, for fuck's sake. Nah, I like women with dicks. By the way, there's no such thing as pansexual. Stop saying that stupid shit. No, but see, I don't care if they're dressed like a boy or a girl. I like both the penis and the vagina, a vagina on a man. No such thing. There's only two choices there. You're either a lesbian or a bisexual if you're a woman. That's it. Those are your choices. Period. End of discussion. Stop trying to make yourself special, stupid people. I'm fucking tired of you.
Real quick. Thank you, Chair Alexander. Mommy's there to kiss your wounds and make you feel better. Daddy is there to tell you to pick yourself up and keep trying till you get it. Matt is trying to speak to him as a man, as an older man trying to help a younger man be a better man. Yeah, unfortunately, that kind of tough love is pretty well gone these days. It's no longer used. The way that he was talking was a kind of a come to Jesus moment. And you don't get those anymore because everybody's a hypersensitive pussy.
Yeah.
I thought, yes, he was a bit harsh, but I've heard so much worse come out of people's mouths. And I was like, this isn't even like a lecture from my dad level of harsh. So I think everybody's blowing this crap out of proportion. And it's more of the same that we're getting from the advocates that want to shut everybody up that even slightly disagrees with them. Yep. And I think this crap's probably going to get worse, and then there'll be a snapback. Yeah, maybe. I don't fucking know anymore. We're probably just getting baited.
Until the people come to their senses, it's just going to keep getting worse and worse and worse because anybody who does suddenly realize, yeah, this is a bunch of nonsense, they get attacked. And when I said earlier that not everybody's afraid of the mob, that doesn't mean the mob doesn't exist and doesn't go after people. It does help that what they're trying to do is indoctrinate people. Until the activists go away, this shit's going to keep going on.
Yeah, well, that probably won't go away until the Chinese soldiers line them up against the wall or something. But yeah, I don't know. I think this is really going to impact society pretty heavily in the next 5-6 years, like way worse than it is now. And we're going to have a much more difficult to survive in society. And it will lead to anything good.
Yeah, let me get this. Keldrick, thank you. Honestly, Matt was pretty tame for what he could have said. Absolutely. No, you're right. This isn't going anywhere good, but I also don't see. I mean, you keep saying, the Chinese. I don't think the Chinese are actually going to come in anytime soon if we ever
No,
get to
I'm
that point. No, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
The problem is without that, it just keeps going and going and going.
Well, eventually there will be a breakdown of generalized society because you can't function with this kind of nonsense. It's just not possible. There
can't even
have this
communicate.
many people pulling things in different directions.
We can't even communicate because they keep changing the meaning of words.
Yeah, it's the Tower of Babel story.
And it's not even a minor thing like some new slang that pops up every so often and you got a new word. They're just redefining words that have existed for hundreds, if not thousands of years, in their Latin form at least.
Mm-hmm.
And just being like, no, that's not what it means anymore. Okay. I guess. Sure. Why not? Well, Jack, in the same vein of this kind of story.
Oh, hang on.
We have an update. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. Understatement. Two things can be true at once. Walsh's speech was what could be considered inappropriately, specifically biting for someone that you don't know, regardless of the topic, and didn't need to be done. Also, just saying, you're being mean isn't a logical answer. Yeah, you're not wrong. Look, to some people that aren't used to being talked to like that, yeah, it was probably considered a harsh dose of reality. But saying you're being mean, that's so. Go fuck yourselves. Oh, you're being mean. Oh, no. Shut up. You don't like it, don't watch him.
I'm going to disagree just slightly. Nothing he said there couldn't be said to anyone. He wasn't being insulting.
No, but people have
speaking truth.
The Overton windows moved so much that people are just such babies now.
And I hear you, and I understand that. But what I'm getting at is that kind of mentality right there is part of the problem. And let me explain. If you're there going, this is maybe not the way you would talk to somebody you didn't know. Why not? He wasn't insulting. He wasn't mean. He just was blunt.
Yeah. Well, I completely agree with you, but you got to remember these activists have been living in a cult for a decade, and they're not used to this level of bluntness. So they honestly interpret this as being vicious, and this was not vicious. I don't think it was particularly mean per se. I think it was to a stranger, probably lacked decorum, but shit, we've said worse than this and to each other off stream, with talking about things. I have.
I often think that Americans, if they went over to England, would cry a lot because they are more blunt over there.
Yeah.
It's not mean. They're just blunt.
Yeah.
And over there, it's just normal.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
just how you talk. It's, hey, you got a booger on your face.
That's how it is in a lot of countries. You ever hear a German order dinner? God.
Well, it didn't used to be that far off here.
No, it did. People talked like this to you when we were kids.
Yes,
like, look, you need to sort your shit out.
Pussified over the last 40 years. It's just become more and more. Hey, all you got to do is think about people's feelings fucking constantly.
Yeah. Oh, Dangerous makes a good point. A lot of this crap started with stop using red pens. Everybody gets an award. We all should just have fun. No, this does come a lot from the same mentality of everybody's a winner.
I hear you, but I still think it started because that's 90s. This shit started in the 80s.
Oh no, we were getting this shit in the 80s in my school. We had a lot of
the whole everybody gets an award thing. That is blowed up in the 90s. American infantilization. You're not wrong, Faithless.
Yeah,
and it's and again, sorry, ladies, this is your fault because we do this stuff for you. We had to soften everything for you so that you could become part of society and workplaces. And we got to make sure that the girls are accepted in all the boys' places and women in all the men's places. And now, wait, now we got to make sure, hey, don't be mean to anybody ever, ever, ever. Well, what's mean? Well, don't be truthful. If they're ugly as shit, make sure you tell them, oh, you look so pretty today.
Oh, that's ugly phobia.
You can thank the communists. It's been going on since the 20s. I mean, yeah, I guess.
Yeah, this stuff really picked up in the mid 70s here in the States. And it was in little regional pockets, and then it really blew up in the 80s and 90s.
Yep. And I don't have time for people who get offended at truthfulness. I find those people to be annoying as fuck. Jack,
Well, offense is taken, not given.
Yes, absolutely. I am a blunt person. I always have been. I am in real life. If you think I'm bad on the show, even my wife will tell you I am nicer on the show than I am in real life. I'm not mean, though. There's a difference between mean and truthful. I don't ever try to hurt anybody's feelings, Jack. In fact, sometimes I try to be nice about it and not be too harsh. But I'm not going to couch reality. I just won't, because it's nonsense. And it doesn't help anybody that we've turned into these goddamn pussies who can't hear truth.
Well, truth is like the devil, monkey. Real quick. Thank you, Travis Gardner. I will punch Nazis, but no mean words.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, you don't want to be mean to them.
Can't have those mean words.
Thank you, Keldrick. I hated participation trophies growing up. They were so hollow. Yeah, when I was in like 3rd grade, they started doing that. And we were supposed to do some outdoor gym event, and everybody got an award. It was fucking dumb. We were all like, what is this crap?
RJ says you don't sugarcoat shit. No, I don't. And it's kind of funny because my wife will ask me my opinion. And I like that. And she'll go, do you really? I'm like, really? Of all the people you're going to think, really? I've actually, upset her before because she's like, what do you think of this? I'm like, it's kind of ugly. I don't mean to be harsh, but I'm being honest. That's ugly. It doesn't go together. Well, you want me to let you go out looking like that? And so then when I do tell her I like something, she's like, oh, really? Like, and not really as in, oh, you finally liked something, but she thinks I'm lying to her because I'm her husband and I have to. I'm like, has that ever happened in our relationship once? And she's like, not really. I'm like, then stop asking me that goddamn question. If you want my opinion, I will give it to you, and it's going to be my actual opinion. Monk is lucky he didn't end up on Snapped. Hey, my life's not over yet. Trans teacher with Z-sized prosthetic breast dresses as a man outside of school, neighbor says.
I was hoping you'd cover this one.
Well, like I said, it's an update and it's kind of related to the whole situation there. So this idiot, this is him. This is what he looks like without his fake titties and his wig on. But he is totally a woman, you guys. He's totally
I'm
trans
starting
woman.
to think this is the greatest troll in IRL in history.
It might be. This also could be just his way to get attention.
Yeah.
Or it could be some weird sexual fetish where he wants to look like a big-titted woman in front of young boys. There's a lot of things it could be.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, true.
What it's not is he's trans and has to be like that because look at him. He's fine. This is him walking the streets where he lives. He doesn't have his titties on. Apparently, they do a lot of wellness checks on him, and when they do those, he puts his titties on. I'll throw this in the chat. True story. That's in the article here.
People are calling in wellness checks. Don't do that. That's rude.
Well, I don't know if they're calling him in or it's like a community service kind of thing. I don't know why. But yeah, apparently he gets a lot of those. And speaking of that, did you see that Ralph accidentally called the police trying to to SWAT COG. We'll get to that in a second. But anyway, yeah. So this is the guy. This is Mr. Big Old Titties. We'll look at his other picture. This is what he looks like when he's trying to get attention. It's down a little bit further. Why has he got? Does he have a heart on? Oh, why did I see that?
Why'd you look?
I didn't mean to. I was scrolling down.
Mm.
But this is how he is so that he can be his authentic self in shop class. And he just has to have, don't forget, these nipples are ridiculously large. But yeah, this is how he has to look so that he can feel himself. These are the kind of people that need the harshness, that need the bluntness. Stop it.
Yeah, if he's not trolling, this is just weird. These people used to be in institutions.
Yep. This is him just wandering his neighborhood with a fucking giant erection, apparently. That I'm guessing he stole something at the store.
Maybe.
I hope so, because I do not want to think about that man's erection. But anyway, harshness is needed because we've given up on it. Blunt, and not necessarily harsh, but blunt. Blunt is needed desperately in this world because we have way too many people out there living in a fantasy, and I'm supposed to pretend it's real.
Yeah.
I'm okay, Jack, to be like, okay, yeah. If you want to be addressed as one, fine. But stop telling me that you knew you were trans since the cell divided, and then the sperm hits the egg, and you're like, yes, I'm definitely trans. Stop it. And frankly, the vast majority of people we see out there claiming to be trans or gender fluid or non-binary, it's a bunch of fucking nonsense. It has nothing to do with gender dysphoria. It's just people who are trying to get attention that way. And that's what we need to just call them out on it. Period. End of story. You can't question. Yes, I fucking can.
Oh my God, you're mean.
This motherfucker's walking around with Z-sized titties in front of children, but when he's walking around his neighborhood, he's just dressed like a dude. I'm not allowed to question that?
No, your silence is compulsory.
If you're not questioning that, you're a fucking retard.
No, they're stunning and brave, monkey.
Yeah, they're not.
Stunning and brave.
Well, let's do the Ralph thing real quick. So Ralph is on his show, the show we were talking about last night after our own show, Jack.
Oh yeah.
He did a 6-hour stream yesterday, and at about somewhere around the 5-hour mark, 5.5-hour mark, the police show up at his house. Whoopsie.
Whoops.
Because somebody from the house called 911.
Somebody was hitting the sauce again.
Plague says, Monk, it's been debunked. What's been debunked? By the way, Ralph did get his Twitter back.
Oh.
Yeah.
Was it debunked that he called the cops on himself?
I have no idea what he's meaning when he says it's been debunked. But yeah,
Ralph Mail running wild.
He was trying to, and the police come and they questioned him on air. And he's saying, no, man, it was the big titty guy who's doing it as a form of protest. I'll have to take your word for it because this article from 7 hours ago doesn't mention that at all. But I'll look into that further. Anyway, yeah, so Ralph accidentally calls the Mexican police when he was apparently trying to call the British police. And
there's a hell of a difference there. Like you have to dial a different country code for that to happen.
By this point in the stream, he's so drunk you can barely tell what he's saying.
That's most of his streams now.
He is slurring worse than Fetterman and Biden having a baby together.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's bad.
That's a horrifying visual. To talk about creepypasta.
On his stream, he also admits that Cozy's losing money hand over fist, and the only reason it's still up is because Nick is doing it all out of pocket.
Oh, it was on that stream.
That stream, yes.
Oh, okay. Wow, way to bury the lead, because the like 12-second clip of him saying that buried the fact that he called the cops on himself.
Yep.
Sounds like a Freudian cry for help.
Dumb fucker. Also, apparently his wife says that she doesn't have a SIM card in her phone. Apparently he's afraid of her calling other people. I don't fucking know.
That's very creepy.
I just love this drama shit so much. And Ethan is spiraling, man. He is circling the drain right now.
Yeah. Did you see that photo comparison?
No.
Yeah, I posted it earlier. Hold on, let me grab the link, because you really need to see this, like the before and after.
Oh, for Ralphie Boy?
Yeah. 1 second. Last link.
All right. Is that this one? Pretty sure I grabbed the right one.
It's got 2 pictures in it.
Oh my. All right, so we'll start with this. This is 2018. Where the fuck is it? Man, trying to get used to this new sharing thing. It's going to take me a long time. This is Ralphie back in 2018. This is him now.
Yeah, what the fuck is going on with his splotchy skin, man? That he looks like an alcoholic.
His blotchy skin is probably also sun related.
Yeah, I mean, he is down by the equator, but still.
Well, if you notice, you can see his sunglass ring on here.
Yeah.
Fair skin, fat little white boy. Yeah, I can see it.
Do you think he has gump burn?
Probably.
It's like a combination of sunburn and road rash.
Damn, yeah, that's a horrible aging process there, Ralph. Damn.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it's been that bad though.
Yeah.
When's the next? Real quick, when's the next Ralph and Andy make up again stream? Yeah, they just did that a couple of days ago before immediately turning on each other on that stream. It was funny as shit. He didn't allow Faith Vickers to access the internet by locking his computer in the router. Yep. Massive says that's meth. That would make a lot of sense, honestly. He's been drunk for over a month. The beginning of his stream, he wasn't drunk yet. He was coherent and yelling and hollering, but coherently. And then, by the end of it, he is just fucking trashed. It was pretty pathetic.
Yeah.
But it was funny. Not gonna lie. I'm not. We shouldn't laugh at the misfortune of others, Jack. That's what I've been told my whole life.
Some people need laughed at, as my dad would say. Thankfully, my dad would caveat that, like, look, you shouldn't laugh at people when they're suffering, unless they're really bad people.
Over on the street, just before we get into, oh God, I know this video, Jack. Fuck. It's
You're
fun.
welcome.
I'm just gonna. Where was this at? This is what state is that? Is that Missouri? I can't remember where this is at. Johnny Hellcat, thank you. Who knew type 2 diabetes affects the face like this? Well, he does now. Tall person, thank you. Bring back asylums and bring back debtors' prisons while we're at it. Fed up with people whining about debt and doing nothing to pay. That's fair too. Thank you so much.
You talked about the video, the first video link.
Yeah,
it's the Judiciary Committee.
Not in the United States Senate.
Yeah, the chick with the black and white shirt.
Yeah.
It's the Judiciary Committee. They were talking about this is to block TikTok.
I think this is just the Arkansas Senate, though.
Oh, it might be.
Because this is the Democratic Party of Arkansas is the one who tweeted this out.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, it might be a state. I don't know. I'm really tired.
Our United States senators, they do not get this close to regular people.
That's true.
You need to get that through your head right now. This isn't like the old days where you'd see it and it's a big crowded room and there's a table and they're pretty close. Now it's all pomp and circumstance. All right, where is that? I have nothing to do with the contents of this video, so if you're offended by this first part, it's not my doing. I'm just gonna get that out there, Jack. We got to get a warning to people before the brigade comes down. How come we never get brigaded? I feel like we've deserved it many times.
We probably have, but that would just increase our interaction and help. You grabbed that rumble, right? I thought I heard.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Okay.
From Tall Person? Yep, I got
Kind
it.
of zoning out a little bit.
That's cool.
I had a really long day.
I appreciate you looking out. All right.
You said that you're a trans woman.
A trans female, yes, ma'am, sir.
Do you have a penis?
At the very least, at one time.
Yeah, I mean, like, do you mean on me or like in a jar in my house?
That part right there offended so many people.
Oh yeah, including in the audience.
Oh, did you ask her if she had a penis? That's inappropriate.
If you're gonna use something as a shield, expect people to inquire about it, because, like, it again, it's harsh, but it's not out of line.
I have no problem with that question, honestly.
Well, we're harsh people though, and I understand where pussies are gonna be like, well, I don't know, that's kind of mean to ask.
Look,
when you're in front of a committee, they can ask you all kinds of stupid shit that has nothing to do with anything. This one is sort of relevant because you're talking about transgenderism.
No. You want to see mean? You want mean? How are you a transgender person who had to buy your titties and they're still pancakes?
I think it's a very unflattering shirt.
I don't think she got pancake titties.
Look, yeah, maybe.
I
want them to look pancakey would be a super weird request, though.
I mean, yeah, she got some very weird saline things put in there. Why you got pancake titties? That's mean.
Ladies, never wear a shirt like that. First of all, especially if you're going to be on TV, but never wear a shirt like that. It's very unflattering to your figure.
And especially one that doesn't actually fit. It
looks really tight.
It's really stretched across the top here. What the fuck?
Yeah, but no, it's sort of like you zoomed out from a globe. You know, you got all the lines and none of the land mass.
Especially in like a topographical map or in a 3D program. Yeah,
I've never put on a shirt and be like, I want to look like graph paper today.
Those are man hands. Yeah, man hands is a dangerous side effect of trans women.
That's horrible.
That's horrible.
So
all
is
right.
that a yes or what? You gonna answer the question?
Anybody out there who wants to ask me if I have a penis, go ahead. Yes, I do. I'm not offended by the question because I have a penis. I don't understand how that's offensive. It's only offensive if you're trying to hide your penis.
You're the one that brought that into the discussion.
I never said anything about genitalia.
Oh, it has everything to do with genitalia.
I don't know what my rights are right now. I'm a healthcare professional, a doctor. Please treat me as such.
If you're a healthcare professional, and never mind, I'm gonna leave that part alone. I think the rest of this video was actually put out there to make the Republicans look horrible because they're trying to make it so you can't mutilate children.
Yeah, I don't think that there aren't many questions they can't ask. If this person was smart, they'd be like, plead the fifth.
I don't understand what they were so mad about.
Well, how dare you question me? I am a stunning and brave person. You cannot question me. I am above reproach. This was just somebody being defensive and arrogant.
It's even worse than that because in that specific instance, you're right. But as it goes on, we get the standard line of you're You're going to cause these children to kill themselves.
Yeah.
This is
You're causing harm.
life-saving care.
Yeah.
No. A defibrillator is life-saving care.
Yeah. Making people go into doctor's appointments every week for the rest of their life doesn't sound very life-saving. Hey, Mickey.
It's not life-saving. It's nonsense. And that is just emotional manipulation because nobody wants their child to die. And it's fucked up to do that.
Thank you, Travis Gardner. Those are great tits in Arkansas, the titless state.
Well, I mean...
that might be a fair assessment. I don't recall. I've only been to Arkansas like once, and it was to drive through it. So,
cousin bangers are not as picky about boobs, y'all. That's all.
That's how you get the pancake titties, I think, is your family tree is a stump.
These
I don't
things
know.
happen from time to time.
That's the legend I've heard.
Oh my God.
What?
Outrage after 6-year-olds told they must wear pride shorts to play soccer at halftime of an A-League game.
Yeah.
Why are 6-year-olds wearing pride shorts?
Shirts, not shorts.
Sorry, shirts. Why are they involved in pride at all?
Messaging.
They're 6.
Because this is a cult and a very dangerous cult at this point. And now everybody wonders why acceptance of gay and trans people is way down. Maybe because you're doing shit like this.
This is nonsense. You know, they've started doing this. I mean, we had the blow up with one of the baseball teams refused to. Was it baseball or basketball refused to wear the pride for their warm-ups?
Oh, I don't remember. But yeah, I vaguely remember that story.
But they aren't going after your children, right? They're not. It's not for children. No. Look. They're just being, what's the word here? Inclusive.
Yeah.
Hockey. Was it hockey, Rodline? Thank you. I know it was a sports team. I knew it wasn't football. Because those pussies would throw it on in a heartbeat. And one of them got a backbone.
Yeah, Dangerous said this is happening all the time in Australia. It's true in Canada and the UK and here in the States. This is something going on, an infection spreading throughout the Western civilization because they have to indoctrinate children. It's not about tolerance and acceptance anymore. It's about dominance and we own your children. The Gay Men's Choir came out and told us they're going to convert our children.
Parents of primary school-age children have been told their kids are required to wear pride t-shirts if they want to play in an A-League halftime game. Game is taking place during the A-League's inaugural Pride celebration round held between February 24th and 26th, with a follow-up round on March 4th in New Zealand. In New Zealand, does Pride include fucking sheep?
Probably. I mean, those farmers seem awfully smiley, so...
The marquee game of the round is between Adelaide United and Melbourne Victoria at Melbourne AAMI Park on February 26th, when the children will take the field during the break. Comes after last year's fiasco in the NRL, where 7 Manly Sea Eagle players sat out a key match in the lead up to the finals after the club opted to wear rainbow striped pride jerseys without notifying the squad. John Aloai, fuck, I can't say these people's names. All of these people refused to wear the jersey, citing religious reasons for the decision. In order to play in the February 26th A-League game, children must wear the rainbow jerseys, sparking backlash from parents and fans. Please note that Melbourne Victory will be celebrating Pride Cup at this fixture. As such, participants playing halftime small-sided games will be wearing a specially designed Pride t-shirt during the game. Fuck off. I'm tired of this stupid shit. I really am.
It's getting worse every day, too.
You're supposed to check your money hole, bud.
Oh, thank you, Circus Zero. I would call it life-endangering care, since the post-op suicide rate is now higher than the pre-op trans people. Well, when you're told that all of your problems will be fixed with chopping bits off, I can understand why people get depressed. That's why you have to have shrinks involved in this that are actually doing their fucking job. Because surgery isn't right for everybody. And in some cases, it may not be right at all. And it's definitely not right for some of these kids that are trying to get their parents' attention. And the majority of people that are now claiming to be trans, I would call it into question, to say the least, because I think it's bullshit. But it exploded from a less than a 1% of the world population to what now it's like quadrupled or something.
Pyrus asked me if I still think pride isn't a sin. No, I don't think pride is a sin, but they call this pride. This isn't actual pride. When you're forcing somebody else to have pride for you, that's not pride.
No, that's that has a much different term.
Yeah. Pride is, hey, I did a good thing, and I am pleased with myself for being able to accomplish that. That's not what this is. This is brainwashing, is what this bullshit is.
Yeah.
Jack, you were asked to get my attention away from this kind of topic.
Oh, I can't do that. That's not how this works.
And instead, you bring me a lesbian mom.
Well, yeah.
Lesbian
mom. I already put all the links in before everybody said. I have these links in like 10 minutes after I get here.
Lesbian mom in Oklahoma loses parental rights of child to sperm donor and her estranged wife. Lesbians are mean, man.
Yeah, this is vindictive shit. Let me tell you. It's one of the dangers of sperm donors, too, is in some places they could be like, nope, I still have claim to that kid.
If these two people were a different sex couple, their parental rights would be protected.
That's delusional. You remember the two lesbians that tried to sue the sperm donor to get child support out of him?
Yeah.
That's what this reminded me of.
If these were different sex couple, the parent rights will be protected regardless of biology, the lawyer for the mom tells today.com. And we are shitty at our job, so we did not do any investigating on that. It looks like Drew Carey and Roseanne had a kid. Thank you, Butler's Outlaw. I have new videos for Jack.
Thanks, Buster.
On February 13th, an Oklahoma judge ruled that a lesbian mom has no parental rights over the child she has raised for 2 years. Instead, the court ruled that the child's sperm donor is a legal parent, along with the estranged wife, the child's biological mother. Yeah, you don't realize this, but what happened there makes you a stepmom.
Yeah.
Step parents have no rights. When that you got no rights.
Even if you've adopted the kid, there's not a whole lot of rights there. They're going to favor the bio parents every time.
Yep.
And since they've been pushing shit like going after the sperm donor for child support, shit like that has reinforced the fact that the sperm donor is the biological parent.
Chris Williams, 51, tells Today.com that her estranged wife, Rebecca Wilson, wanted to be a mom after watching Williams parent her 16-year-old son from a previous marriage. So we started planning and looking at different avenues to make that happen, Williams says. We wanted that bio connection, so we found a website and who we thought was the perfect guy. Well, it seems to be it was for your ex-wife. She doesn't seem to have a problem with it. In September 2018, the couple entered into a known sperm donor agreement with Harlan Bond in a hopes of conceiving a child, according to court documents. By the end of the year, Wilson was pregnant. Wilson and Williams legally married in June, and the baby was born in August. Do you think he actually donated the sperm, or you think he was banging her?
Little from column A, little from column B.
I mean, because if you're going to do it, you might as well just do it. It feels good, and you get to jam it up in there and squirt. By the way, that's how you have sex. Jam it up in there and squirt.
Yes, that is the medical way of saying that.
Jam it up in there and squirt. I need a t-shirt that says that.
Yeah.
We talked about different scenarios that if I didn't adopt, how things could go awry, Williams tells Today. But we both felt safe. So she didn't adopt the child. You have no legal rights to this kid, lady. None. You're not the child, or you're not the mother.
Yeah, that's why if you want to play these games, you have to have ironclad agreements and live in a state where it won't favor the sperm donor.
And you, at the very least, you need to adopt.
Yeah.
No, we were just so in love. Then you're a fucking retard.
Yeah.
Look,
you have to have all your I's dotted, T's crossed.
I know people don't like to hear this because it's not romantic and stuff, but there are times you need legal documents with your significant other, like your prenuptial agreements.
Yeah.
You need those. If you have money, you better make her or him sign one. I love you and all, but just in case shit goes bad, because shit goes bad for people all the time, we need to have this because you ain't taking all my shit. Just saying. After raising the child together for 2 years, Williams and Wilson separated in November 2021, and Wilson obtained a victim protective order again. So she's also got like a PPO against you?
That'll help your case.
And they won't let you see the kid, huh? In December, alleging abuse. William denies those allegations. They're lesbians. She probably did it. Hashtag not all.
Statistically, I'm saying.
Statistically, she probably beat her ass. She probably Chris Brown the shit out of her. That same month, Wilson and the child moved in with Vaughn, who filed a petition for adjudication. Did I say that right?
Adjudication.
Hey, I did it. Of paternity and establishment of custody and visitation on January 18th, 2022. Wilson have gone on to have another child together. They banged the first time. This chick got a taste of dick. I want to see her. Is she in here? Where's the other chick? I don't want to see.
Do you really wanna? I mean, it's not like
I do. I want to see if she's hot, man.
My documentary collection apparently has skewed what some lesbians actually look like.
Somebody see if they can find Rebecca Wilson, the former lesbian, for me. I'm just curious. All right, so she's now banging that dude. According to court documents, Williams has not seen the child since November 23rd, 2021, when she says she dropped him off at daycare. If anything can put a hole in your soul, I would say it's that. Seriously, I'm not trying to change the subject here, but step parents deal with this shit all the time.
Yeah.
And not just step parents, people who get into long-term relationships with somebody who already has a child, and they form a bond with the child, and then everything breaks up, and suddenly you don't ever get to see that kid again.
Yeah, you have zero rights to it. If you're going to get in these relationships, like Oki said, you have to adopt the kid, take the responsibility for it, and then typically what I've seen happen is the bio parent that is in the picture, usually the dad, signs away their rights. They haven't already.
Lesser Logic says, I live that. I'm pretty certain there's several of our audience members who have. We've talked about it a few times. Because, yeah, it's a fucked up thing that happens to a lot of people. It happened to Satsu. Satsu was with a girl for, I want to say, 2 years, and he really loved the little girl, and they break up, and he really hasn't seen her since, as far as I know.
Wow.
Yeah, he's told that story on stream. I'm not talking out of school here, guys. Yeah, it's fucked up. And in this case, I get it. You thought that your Rihanna was going to be your one and only, that she'd take that black eye and be all right with it. And when it didn't happen, you lose out on the kid.
Yeah, you should have Chris Brown that.
Yeah, you should have. You got to be nicer and don't treat her like an NFL player. Treat her like the
halftime show.
I was going to say, what kind of sport is there where a guy doesn't beat the shit out of women? But I don't think there are any.
Yeah.
Treat her like ladies tennis. No, that doesn't work either.
Ladies mud wrestling.
Ladies golf. No, fuck. Can't have anything to do with lesbians. Never mind. All right, let's move along. I'm being mean.
Softball's out then.
The reality is that the law provides a legal remedy available to Williams. McGuire notes she knowingly chose not to pursue it. Her name's on the birth certificate. According to court documents, child was given Williams' surname. Oklahoma County District Judge Lynn McGuire wrote in her decision that because Williams did not adopt the child prior to the couple's separation, she has no parental rights. Fair. I mean, sorry, that's just the way it is. You're not biologically related to that child.
Yeah, and you didn't take legal custody of the kid, so this is your own fault for being lazy or not wanting to commit to the point where you would take have some kind of influence over that. So this is her own fault. Also, don't beat your spouse.
No, it's not funny. Hang on. I'm being told the New York Post article has her picture in it. See if I can find it. Sperm donor wins custody after child. Yeah. Where's the picture? Where? Yeah, that is not what I expected. Jack, she is cuter than you might think. You want to see the happy parents all together?
Oh, sure.
We're gonna, so say yes. That's her in the middle there. Hey, what the fuck? Don't jump right as it gets on the screen. So here's Drew Carey. Wow. That's
that dude looks like he's had a surgery or two himself.
That dude looks like a trans guy.
He kind of does, yeah. That chick is way above the batting average I expected. But if I saw those two lesbians together, I'd be like, that's not a real lesbian. Plumped up. Yep,
that's not as fun. That might have been, well, the baby's right there.
That's the baby weight.
That's the baby weight. That kid's like 2 at that point, though. Damn.
Well, a lot of them don't lose it. So
how many babies did she eat?
A lot.
Anyway, yeah, she's kind of cute. I did not expect. What? Did she just watch a lot of The Price is Right or something? You don't get that. You don't watch The Price is Right, do you?
I got it. I was typing response.
I wanted a little pity laugh on that one, and I didn't get it, and now I feel bad about myself. And
the price was wrong, Bob. Even Drew Carey's not that fat anymore. I mean, he's still fat, but he looked like Heffel up there.
Did you see him during the pandemic on that show, Price is Right? For those who know, he does Price is Right now. When he just let his beard grow all out weird.
Yeah, he looked all homeless.
Doing the Letterman thing. Like, why are you guys doing that?
I didn't understand that either. Like, you have a lot of time on your hands. Groom, dude. Trim that shit. You're on TV.
You got enough money to pay somebody else to groom it for you.
Was this back alley Prices Right? How much is this? It's free with shoplifting. Yes, Methy. Good job.
Good
Cracky,
job.
What's your guess for this one? Ugh. You looked all like a hobo.
Oh, God. Another one of these?
I'm full of joy today.
Look, guys, I've enjoyed the show so far, but these are not as enjoyable stories as we've had recently.
Sorry.
No, don't be sorry. It's what's going on in the world. Some days we get the good, fun stories. Some days we get high school ass employees to avoid inviting white peers to events for people of color due to mistrust.
Yeah.
Hey, why are they showing her on here? That's a weird picture to have with this. That's Libs of TikTok right there.
It's the clip that was playing when it got archived.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, because that's Shaka Khan or whatever her name is.
Shaka Khan.
California high school. We're just going to read down here because they're going to repeat it. Hey, look, exactly. A California school district. I shouldn't have known. I mean, you shouldn't be that predictable in repeating shit, guys.
You really should.
A California school district held an event for employees of color, but warned educators that they should not invite their white peers because of feelings of unease and mistrust. The Acalanes Union High School District in the Bay Area that says it all, doesn't it?
Yeah, it really does.
In the Bay Area, hosted an event for all employees of color on February 8th, but Dr. Linya, I don't know how you pronounce that A with the over top of it.
I don't know.
Linya McFatter. Lena McFatter Harris. Just go with the Harris, honey. I'm trying to help you out here.
Is it juvenile to say that this is why the story is included?
The director of student support, equity, and inclusion for the district reminded employees their white peers should not be invited to participate, according to an email shared exclusively with Libs at TikTok. Oh, there you are. That's why she's at the top. Hello, POCC staff. We are ready for our first coming together of 2023. McFatter. I'm not going to stop laughing at that name. McFatter Harris email read, we are looking forward to seeing our people of color in the district. Please invite any employee of color to this event. White is a color. We're not clear. Even though, we're not technically white, but calling us white, that is a color. We're not fucking clear. We're not see-through. We're not translucent.
Well, if you ask them, you're barely human.
Be reminded that we have avoided inviting people that are not of color, as there remains feelings of uneasiness and mistrust, and we need this to be a safe place for our people of color. That sounds so racist. Our people of color?
Yeah. First of all, it implies some possession or ownership.
It does.
Mr. Lincoln said no. Also, it implies that white people are an immediate threat.
Yes. Oh,
and that sounds kind of racist.
Yeah, the overall is clearly racist. I was just the way that they said it's space for our people of color. The ownership thing there. Yeah. Maybe you should look up the 13th Amendment and the 14th just to be safe.
Yeah, it's very dehumanizing to both parties, depending on the listener. One person will take it like, oh, we are better than you. And another person will be like, you own what now?
Where are people of color in chat? I don't think we own any of them.
No,
pretty sure it's illegal.
That sounds like a lot of work, dude.
It's illegal in all 50 states. I barely feed myself. How would I feed them?
Right? Upkeep, man. Upkeep.
Please reach out to me if you have any questions of concerns. I guess that's supposed to be or concerns.
Probably.
I have some. I have both, actually. I have questions and concerns. All right. Did you see that story about that chick who had a baby in her 50s?
Yeah, gross. Your body's wrecked. How are you gonna handle a baby in your 50s? What was she, 55, 58, some nonsense like that?
I want to say 52. But she'd already been through the menopause, and they'd gone through IVF, and they're like, I can't believe I got pregnant. I'm like, but you shot a bunch of blue gumballs up there.
Oh my God! Not only are the gumballs blue, but like the skating rink has been closed for a decade.
It's got dust on it. That baby's gonna come out Fetterman. I'm just saying. Anyway, ladies, there's a time and a place, and it's way before you hit your 50s. You're not men. Stop it. Oh, son of a bitch. This person's name is social anxiety expert. I hate you some days, Jack.
I know.
But I love you all the time. But I hate you some days.
The important thing is that I'm laughing.
So not wanting to be fat is fat phobic. Yes, for those of you who didn't know, losing weight is fat phobic. Being healthy is fat phobic. If you're not a big old fatty, you're fat phobic.
The short answer is yes.
No. The short answer is no. Does she have meth teeth?
What do you think? Not
It's hard to
brushing or
tell.
meth mouth? It's hard to tell, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, because she got a lot of chips in there. I have some chipped teeth, Jack, because the dentist that I went to, who charged me a shit ton of money, did not use the best materials. So I don't begrudge people a couple of chips in their mouth, but that looks damn near British. How'd she get that fat with them teeth?
Well, she got them teeth from not brushing and going to the buffet all the time.
She got buffet teeth.
Yeah.
We are so fucked up. We're not good people, Jack.
I'm good people. I don't know what you're talking about.
You just agreed she had buffet teeth.
Yeah. Well,
in fact, it was your comment that made me say buffet teeth.
Look, it's just because it's harsh doesn't mean it's not true.
I really want some of those.
Wait till we get as big as Matt Walsh.
I really want some of those people who were mad at Matt Walsh to come watch the show.
And then give us money.
And be like, oh, sorry, Matt. We were wrong.
All criticisms must be done through Streamlabs.
The short answer is yes. But to explain why, I would invite you to think about a couple things. Why do you not want to be fat?
It's not good for you. It causes breathing problems, diabetes, cancer, heart disease. And even before you get to that part, it makes it harder to move. There's all kinds of reasons. Why do you have hair that color?
That's not hair dye. That is from the cranberry sauce that she stuck her face in at Thanksgiving. And it stained her hair.
And pretty much any answer you can give would be based in fat phobia.
I don't want cancer, so that's fat phobia?
Yes.
Are you for real?
For real.
She said pretty much any answer you can give.
Yes.
So not wanting diabetes is fat phobic.
She doesn't want to hear it, monkey, with your fat phobia science.
Jesus Christ.
We used to respect the science, but then people didn't respect the science. And what you're talking about is pseudoscience of anti-fatness. Anybody can play these games. Just start saying random shit and say how bad somebody is for thinking it.
Yeah.
It's good times.
If you don't view fat as a bad thing, then why would it matter if you are?
It's not the fat that's a bad thing. I mean, obviously for aesthetic reasons it can be, but it's what it does to your body, you fucking retard.
No. She said if you don't view fat as a bad thing.
Yeah.
If you play that back, she's saying it's circular logic. Fat's not bad, therefore it can't be harmful. But you're not accepting that fat is not a bad thing. You're bigoted or some shit.
These are the people I hate. Again, we don't just find some rando fatty and make fat jokes all day. We could do that because we're both funny and we could pull that off.
Yeah, and I'm fat, so I don't really give a fuck.
Yeah, we have fat privilege.
Yeah, we grew up in the 70s and 80s. It's not like you're gonna really hurt our feelings with this nonsense. Hey, you're
but in
fat,
this case,
so
this is somebody preaching stuff that's literally this. You know, the whole trend. You're gonna get people killed. This shit will literally get people killed.
Yeah, this is much different than hurt feelings. This is you're carrying around another person.
Hey, you want to know the top killers in the United States? Heart disease, cancer, and diabetes. Check them out. They're all on the list in the top 10.
Yeah.
Number 1, heart disease. Cancer's like 3rd, if I remember correctly. But hey, no, don't worry about the fat. Real quick, Frank, thank you. So even though I'm considered obese for another 20 pounds, losing 70 makes me fat phobic. And if I lose another 57 to get to what BMI says is healthy, I'll be extremely fat phobic. Yay, I guess. My heart beats easier with fat phobia. It will. And congratulations, dude.
Yeah, absolutely. Good job. I wish I could lose some more weight. Thank you, Travis Gardner. I don't think fat is all bad. Just you're fat. Yeah.
I don't think fat people are bad. I don't think, you should be mean to them or anything like that. But
No.
these kind of people, the ones that are preaching the death cult, yeah, they should be mocked endlessly.
Yeah, because this is a selfish desire to not change their lives.
Yep.
I don't want to do the work, so you're just a bigot. No, you're lazy and stupid. Knock it off. That's not helpful.
Yep. I'm fat, and I can tell you guys, it's not healthy to be fat. That's just, it's like being a smoker. Like, it's not healthy to smoke.
Oh, we've been corrected. Transphobia is the #1 killer in the U.S.
Oh, that's right. Hogwarts came out. I forgot.
Yeah. Number 2 is trans fat.
All right.
And as far as losing weight for health reasons, a lot of that is based in fat phobia as well.
No.
The BMI itself is a...
She's about to say something really stupid because I can read the screen and see it. Oh, my God.
Look, it's not her fault that heart disease is fat phobic.
Is a racist and inaccurate tool.
It is a generalized tool. It is not racist. Are you honestly suggesting that black people are just fatter than white people? Let's say you are. You're white, stupid.
We have heard people make that argument.
I know we have, and it's fucking racist as shit.
Yes, it is.
No,
I love how she has the Latiti eyes where she's like, it's condescending. Like, no, you're just stupid. You're stupid.
You know, I think it was yesterday on the Sunshine stream, I brought up that if you go back to the 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, and you look at people, and actually most of the 80s as well, you look at big groups of people, they're skinny. There's few fat people in the mix.
Yep.
That includes black people in those pictures.
Yes. Yes, very much so. People were skinnier back then because there was a lot less processed foods and high fructose corn syrup. So if you ate kind of bad, you might get a little bit of a gut. We didn't have people as fat as we did now unless they were raging alcoholics. And then they'd get the big beer belly gut. But other than that, you didn't have like 400, 500-pound people. Those were circus freaks. People would literally pay money to see that because they'd never seen that before. Now you can see them at Walmart for free.
And this idea that black women are just really big and fat is stupid. Have you never seen Halle Berry? Have you ever seen her? She's thin. And she's still got an ass on her, but they got this idea now, Jack. There's this stereotype that's pushed by people like this. No, black women just have huge fat asses that are so big they knock over trays when they walk past the buffet she's standing at.
Yeah.
Mike, you remember all those Ethiopian kids? You have a point there. They are all fat.
They have
All right,
fat and distended bellies. Real quick.
Yeah, fat distended belly. Obviously, I get a distended belly when I eat at Thanksgiving because I eat too much.
I don't think that's what that is. Sally Struthers would have ate all their food. That's why I know they're not fat.
They're clearly fat.
Thank you, Travis Gardner. I have a friend who went off on his doctor about bringing up his fat, and now he can't get any endocrinologist to accept him as a patient. Yeah, if you're a problem patient, doctors talk. That's a small circle.
Yep.
And thank you, Johnny Hellcat. I saw Megan's video that one of the gals from the 1,000-pound sisters has lost a lot of weight. Yes, I think it was Tammy. It doesn't look like her forehead is trying to eat her face anymore. Yeah, now she just has regular Mongo forehead.
She got rid of her Klingon face?
Yeah,
I haven't seen her.
She lost like 200 pounds.
She'll get it back. Thank you, Xavier. The government is advocating for their early deaths, and these anarcho-comms are just willing to do it. Laugh my ass off. Yeah, I mean, they're fucking... Anybody falling for this fat phobic nonsense, this healthy at any size, you're just stupid. Sorry, you can't be healthy at any size.
Yeah.
That's not being mean. That's just truth. All right, let's finish with Tubby McTubson here. This agent of death. Social anxiety expert. You fucking idiot.
There have also been a lot of inaccuracies in the way that we research fatness in general. Developing healthier habits for your life is not the same as intentional weight loss. If I decide
It depends on if you need to lose a shit ton of weight, you silly bitch.
Yeah. By eating a healthier lifestyle, you're making an intentional decision to live longer. So,
yeah, if you are trying to lose weight, guys, you really should look for a diet that you're going to be on for life. You're not looking the quick fix one. Hey, do this for 10 weeks and then you'll be skinny.
yeah,
You
it's
need
a
something.
lifestyle change.
Yeah, it is a diet, but what you're eating right now is technically a diet. It is your diet. What you need to do is get a better diet.
Sorry about that.
No, you're fine. You have these people who go on diets and then they lose weight and then they get fat again. The diet didn't work. Yes, it did. You just went back to eating how you usually do, you fucking cow.
Yeah. You're not addressing the underlying issues of what you're eating and why.
Yeah.
This person is so mainlining copium. Like all these are coping mechanisms. It's everybody else's fault. Everybody else is a bigot. I'm the way I am because I don't want to change, and screw you. That's all this entire video is.
The same as intentional weight loss. If I decide to eat healthier and nourish my body better, there are good chances that I would lose weight. The focus becomes more on adopting healthy habits than what your weight is. People think that striving to be healthy is the same as striving to not be fat because of fat phobia.
No, because if you're healthy, you won't be fat.
Yeah. And she did just admit there that she doesn't want to eat healthy.
Oh, she did. Absolutely. But yeah, here's the thing. If you're healthy, you won't be fat. That's just how the body works. No, I have a rare disease. It affects 1 in a billion people and it makes it so I can't lose the weight. No, you don't. You're just a fat ass who eats too much.
Yeah, I think Shrapnel nailed it. Lazy person is making excuses to be a lazy person.
Yeah. And again, if you're fat and happy, good for you. But please understand, depending on your size, you are shortening your lifespan. You are putting yourself in danger for so much. You think smoking is unhealthy? Look at what fat does.
Yeah, and losing weight is very hard. It involves a lot of lifestyle changes and it involves a lot of commitment. It's not easy to do. And some people will be big for most of their life, but you have to accept the fact that it's unhealthy. It's just reality, and you can't fight reality as much as you want to pretend you can.
Everything's fat phobic. So everybody's just being mean. See, this is it goes back to the whole mean thing. Why are you mean to fat people? I'm not. I mean to those agents of death like her.
Yeah, I don't want them to die.
Yeah. The whole Nicole Arbor thing when she made her Dear Fat People video that made the internet lose their shit because, oh my God, she's mean to fat people. She did make fat people jokes. But at the end, she tells you, I'm just telling you this because I don't want you to die. And nobody paid any attention to that part of it because she made mean jokes about fat people not being able to catch her if she runs. Well, that part was true. But they were jokes. And at the end, she explains why she's making the video. And nobody paid any attention to that. Because how dare you insult the fatties. I am one. I'm okay. I'm allowed to say it. Actually, I need to weigh myself, Jack, because I haven't really eaten much in the last week. So I might have lost some weight.
Oh, you should probably eat a little healthier.
I had some ramen last night.
No, did you put a carrot in it?
It comes with carrots in it. It was a cup of noodle.
Oh.
Yeah. Had corn, carrots, and little pieces of something they tell me is beef. It tastes suspiciously like cardboard.
Yeah. Yeah, I was going to say, that's salted cardboard. That's what that is.
Hey, they told me it was beef. I'm going with them. They wouldn't lie to me in advertising. Anyway, we do need to wrap up here. I do want to try to get a game stream done. What day is this?
I don't know.
Friday into Saturday. Damn it. Bubba's working.
Do you mind if we do the palate cleanser video?
Sure. Why not?
I think you'll like it. It's the one from Slatsism.
Okay, got it.
Second to last, sir.
Yeah. All righty. I'm not quite sure what I'm looking at, but I like it so far.
This made my day.
All right, guys. Hey, I'm getting better at finding where the damn thing is to share. In case you forgot what day it is.
Guess what day it is?
I can't even laugh.
It's Taco Tuesday. Now take me for tacos.
Mom, you're not wearing that to lunch.
Oh, fuck, I am. It's fucking Tuesday, so let's go. I want lunch. Tacos.
I like her.
Right? She's
I
fun.
like her.
And she wants to go get tacos, which I'm usually down for.
Monk, when can I send some DMs? You can send DMs right now. I just won't get to them until after the show. I like the fuck I can't. That's I identify with her. Fuck I can't. You're not wearing that hat. Yes, I am. Oh, I like her. She's awesome. That deserves a retweet. There we go. Oh my god. Uh-oh.
What?
Oh, Fugi sent me a video of Ralph. I'll have to watch that later.
Oh, this Guntomania running wild.
Me and Fugi talk Ralph in our DMs. He sends me all the juicy stuff.
Did you see what Dax posted about an hour ago?
No.
He said, I was Twitter timed out for calling cyclists pansies, proving my point.
Hey, Poker, thank you so much. Hope all is well, gentlemen. It's as good as it gets sometimes.
Yeah.
Anyhow, yeah, so we're going to wrap up here. I really want to play Phasmo. Bubba, quit your job and come play video games with me. What? I'm trying to teach him responsibility.
I don't think that's what you're trying to teach him at all.
Are you sure?
Pretty positive.
It felt like I needed an excuse. I mean, a reason.
That's an excuse, not a reason.
No, it was a reason. I just used the wrong word. Those are synonyms.
Oh.
Like penis and vagina are synonyms.
Well, these days they are, but I don't think historically that's going to work out too well.
All right, so I'll probably be playing some Hogwarts, which is okay because I'm really still enjoying that game.
Good.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. And I got to a part last night on my offline play. No, it was this morning in my offline play. Because last night I couldn't get shit to run. Dude, I got to tell you about my computer issues. They went on all night and into the morning, Jack. Yeah, I was not happy. And I got to talk to Hammer. I got to see if I can track him down and see if he can help me with an issue my computer's having. But I get to the third trial. You have to do these trials in it. And the third trial is like nothing but really well done fan service. And I was geeked out the whole time I was playing it. So really, really enjoying it. Guys, thanks so much for coming and hanging out. I don't know when I will do the Hogwarts stream. Probably look for it in an hour or so. If I fall asleep, don't hate me though, because I am tired as fuck. I've been sleeping all day again, Jack.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I've been tired.
You should
and it's fucking up Phoebe. Phoebe had a rough day because Lady Monkey got out of work early and I slept a lot. So she doesn't know what time of day it is. And yeah, it's messing with her. She has a very strict schedule she likes to keep, and we fucked that up today. Guys, thanks for coming and hanging out. Thank you so much for watching both here and on the Rumble and anywhere else you might see us. Love you guys. Appreciate you coming by. Don't forget to tell your friends, your family, a bitch you hate. Get them here. Hit the like button on your way out. Thank you for the donations. Jack, anything you want to show?
I'll drop a link to the Sunshine stream we did yesterday. It hasn't uploaded to Rumble yet, but I'm sure it will soon enough. So thank you for the donations, and thank you guys for coming out and supporting us. We really do appreciate it. And like Monkey said, hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't, and hopefully we'll see you on the next one.
Yeah, we will be over twitch.tv/rantingmonkey. I will be over there. Sorry, playing something. You know what? Maybe I'll... Because I did a game stream right before this one, Jack. I played some Hogwarts.
Oh.
But a game I've been waiting for a long time finally came out. Guys, remember Medieval Dynasty that we played? Wild West Dynasty finally came out in early access.
Oh,
so maybe I'll do that one, and we'll break it up a little bit, and maybe we'll do that.
I was hoping you were going to say the like Betrayal at Crown Door 2 came out, or like Master of Orion 4, something awesome like that. Maybe Rise of the Triad 2.
Not my cup of tea. I mean, I played Master of Orion. It was all right. I didn't get deep into the series though. But anyway, guys, thanks for hanging out. Gray says, do not take an hour. It'll probably take an hour. Me and Jack haven't talked today, so.
Yeah, we tend to ramble on for a bit.
Yeah. Twitch.tv/rantingmonkey. Follow me over there and you'll see me when I go live. And I also been trying to tweet them out now that I have my Twitter back. Because those bastards took it from me. They took everything from... Nah, just fucking with you. Thank you guys for watching. Jack, a pleasure as always.
Always glad to be here.
Have a wonderful night, guys. We'll see y'all next time.
Bye, everybody.
Stop preaching death, you fat, ugly bitch.